Hello, it's time for another Boozang feature release, and we are very excited about this one. First of all, as usual, you can find the release notes under resources in the forum, and it should be the top one here if you check it out now. And the different fixes are as follow: two new utility functions for validateData and extractData that helps you extract and handle big JSON payloads in your API test, and also a way to validate this data based on the JSON expression language that we created, which supports kind of a regexp way to do testing. So I'll do a separate video on that. We also added a new editor, the JSON compare editor, which you can see in the tool. If you open it, there will be a new icon here on the right hand side in the sidebar, just above the temporary database. And this allows you to run and try different data. So you can basically validate data based on a regular expression. So for instance, here you can see that we have, if I take, for instance, this vector this array is not right. So if I remove it, now we can see I have an expression here, I have the source data here, and then I'll run a refresh and I can see all the matching data here. And if I introduce a problem here, I'll just rename one of the values here, you're going to see an error. So we think this is going to be super helpful when you need to validate large JSON payloads. And it also supports XML if you're doing SOAP UI testing. So I would recommend that you play around with this, and also remember to check out our new documentation at docs.boozang.com. And in here I've added two sections for the JSON path and for the JSON compare. So I would go to the JSON path and check out the usage examples here and play around with the editor, and it should be clear.